Hi, Epidemic 2020. This is Quick PUA, an ex-Muslim atheist for a couple years. Want to respond to first three or maybe four of your questions to atheists. First question: what kind of evidence would it take for you to believe in God? Well, I don't believe that any person, any physical being, can provide any evidence, any logical evidence, any other kind of evidence to show me that there is a God. I have not been able to find any such thing in any book, in any observation, in any videos, documentaries, stories of miracles, for example, quote unquote miracles. I don't believe that such a thing is possible. So I don't believe that you, for example, can provide any kind of evidence whatsoever to prove that there is a God. Now, if there is a God, only he could provide this proof, and this proof would have to be pretty damn good. It has to meet certain criteria of logic, evidence, and whatnot. I would not, for example, believe if I were to meet this being and he kind of did something and all of a sudden I went back in time and saw uh, him creating the whole universe and whatnot. Well, I wouldn't believe in that, for example, because what if that was an illusion? Um, so the standard for this kind of evidence is pretty high, and if this being exists, he or she can come up with what kind of evidence it would require for me personally to believe in him. Having said that, um, everybody has different criteria for evidence that would make them believe. Some are more rigid than others. I think that this person, this being named God, would need to provide one proof to everybody um, that would meet everybody's criteria. If he doesn't, if he provides a proof to me, for example, and my criteria is low, that might satisfy me, but it will just confuse other people. And my story would not have any effect on anybody else, and that would not be fair, that would not be just. So this person, if he or she decides to provide any kind of proof, he has to be fair and provide it in a way that it not only benefits me and it benefits everybody else as well. Question number two: is there anything that I can do to convince you that a God exists? I think I answered that already. Question three: would you have a relationship with a God if he existed? With a God, there are different types of God. One Muslim God, one being Christian, Judeo-Christian God, another being maybe a Hindu God and whatnot. Um, I'm not sure which one you mean. If you mean the God that created the universe, irrespective of any of these religious gods, would I have a relationship with him, her? No, I wouldn't. If this person is a um, thinking, loving, just God, then he would have interfered a long time ago in the affairs of the world and the evil, the pain, the suffering that's going on. This person would not be sitting back, would not be sorry, I cannot think of the right words, it's kind of late, would not be hiding behind the scenes. He would be involved in all aspects to ensure that we are um, safe, we are happy, we are sound and healthy, and so on and so forth. I cannot imagine. It's impossible actually to think of a entity, of a person, of a God that is all loving and yet sits by and watches kids being abducted and whatnot. You can think of the rest. Um, cannot think of a being who would see kids develop cancer and die in very hard, painful way. The list goes on and on and on, actually. Um, I cannot think of a loving being that would just sit by and let this happen. And if there is a God, and that means that he just sat by and let all of these things happen, he cannot be a loving God. He cannot be a just person. He's probably a person that or a being that I would not want to have any kind of relationship with. I would rather have friends, relationship with people who are just have good character and who have to some extent some empathy and love and want to see a better world, want to improve things, want to leave this world with some sort of a positive footprint on it, do something good for this world before they pass on, so on and so forth. I cannot imagine of a being who again sits by and doesn't do anything in the face of all the evil that is happening throughout the world on a minute to minute, second by second basis. Question number 4. Have you ever met a Christian who lived their life in a way that it was clear that they really believed in a loving God, kind, and this person would be kind, loving, and selfless? I'm kind of paraphrasing. I couldn't type this fast enough. Who is kind, loving? Yes, I've met plenty of Christians like that. I've met Muslims like that. I have met Jews. I have met Buddhists. I have met Hindus. I have met people from various cults, actually, and I have met atheists that fit the kind and loving category. I know a lot of atheists who are outstanding philanthropists. I'm sorry for my pronunciation. Bill Gates, for example, has given away $10 billion of his money so far to charity, his own charity, and he's doing a lot of good around the world. So on and so forth. So not sure where you're trying to go with this. If it makes a difference if they're Christian or not. Whether they're selfless, I don't believe in people being selfless. I think that everybody does things pretty much based on selfish reasons. They love each other for selfish reasons. They help each other for selfish reasons, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that's just me though. I don't think that you were looking for this kind of an answer, so I'll just cut it short now. I didn't really want to answer question number 5. I didn't think it pertains to me. Anyways, thanks for the questions and take care. Bye.